St. Louis Public Library offers a lot more than just books to check out these days. But despite the appeal of our digital makerspaces, our programs, our computers, and more, people still tend to use the library for its traditional purpose, connecting books with readers. And a lot of this is accomplished through something called Reader's Advisory. In Center for the Reader, we hear, "I want a good book," a lot. Unfortunately, Reader's Advisory is a little bit more complicated than that. Thankfully, we're all unique people with different tastes, so what I think is a good book might not necessarily be what you think is a good book. To help match you with a book you'll love, we need to consider length, genres, and appeal factors. And never forget Betty Rosenberg's first law of reading: never apologize for your reading tastes. I like to think of this as building your dating profile, but for finding your literary match. Join me for the next few minutes while I talk about what makes a book right for the reader. That's right, we're finding literary soulmates. Length is easy. Are you interested in a quick read or a brick? Genre is a category you've also probably heard of. I'm sure you know about mysteries and romance and science fiction. However, Joyce Saricks, the queen of Reader's Advisory, does things a little bit differently. She splits books into 4 appeal genres: adrenaline genres, emotions genres, intellect genres, and landscape genres. All of these are then broken down into smaller categories. So in adrenaline genres, for example, you're going to have suspense, romantic suspense, thrillers, and adventure stories. These all have appeal factors that mimic that adrenaline feeling. So while genre preference, you choosing between romance and science fiction, might be a good first step in choosing a book that's good for you, you'll need to think about those appeal factors if you want to find your soulmate. Appeal factors are those characteristics that exist across multiple genres. These are how we best guess that a certain book is right for a certain reader. Now, typically, you're going to see these described as storyline, characterization, setting, pacing, and language. So storyline considers if the book emphasizes the people or the events. Is the focus psychological or action? Is it serious or dramatic? The tone indicates that feeling you're going to get from a book. Is it creepy and atmospheric? Is it funny? Is it romantic? Now for the characterization, you guessed it, we're talking about characters. Are they fully developed, or are they easily recognizable types? Is there a focus on one character or a whole cast of characters? It also asks you about those particular characters. Are you interested in a strong female? Do you want a flawed character, diverse, quirky? The setting is going to tell you the where and the when. Easy peasy. You may also be interested in the language and writing style of the author. Is the background detailed or minimal? Is the novel engaging in a lot of dialogue? Is it jargon-filled? Is it well-researched, compelling, engaging? Are there multiple plot points and points of view? Or flashbacks? Or is it just told linearly? And finally, pacing. How quickly are the characters and plot revealed? You're going to wonder if you prefer more dialogue or more description, a thrilling read, or something leisurely paced. So now if we take what we learned and apply it to Joyce Saricks' appeal genres, we can look at, for example, the adrenaline genre. She has adventure fiction as one of the categories. So the appeal factors for that subgenre would be brisk pacing and a short time span of the story. The storyline is typically focusing on action, and there's usually a happy or orderly ending. There's going to be an identifiable hero who's relatable, who has ingenuity and skills. There's going to be detailed settings. There's going to be a dark, menacing, foreboding mood, usually some humor to lighten the tone. There's going to be colorful language and jargon, and it's going to be a little bit conversational in the dialogue. So for adventure fiction, a subgenre of adrenaline genres, you're going to want to look for authors like Clive Cussler, W.E.B. Griffin, Bernard Cornwell, Dan Brown, James Rollins, Matthew Riley. All of these authors usually write within these appeal factors that fit in the category of adventure fiction. And don't worry, This is something that you can find for any genre, for any set of appeal factors. There's gonna be authors who fit that kind of writing that you love. So between all of these genres and authors, there is tons of crossover in these appeal factors. So if you enjoy brisk pacing and a detailed storyline, that doesn't mean you can only enjoy adventure fiction. And if you love a clever science fiction novel, that doesn't mean we can't find you a little taste of romance to enjoy at the same time. That means the possibilities for finding a great match for you are virtually endless, and that's just exciting. What you need to decide as a reader is which of these appeal factors are most important to you. Once you begin to build that literary dating profile, you're just that much closer to finding your best-selling better half. Your belletristic beau, your kindred chronicle, your storybook steady, your literary match. Through Reader's Advisory, our goal is to find a great match for your current reading mood, and sometimes push you outside of that genre comfort zone. The best news is, you don't have to be an expert. That's what the library is here for. And there are tons of resources online available for free with your library card. I'm going to continue now with a quick tutorial on my personal favorite, Novelist. So if you start on the slpl.org website, right on our homepage, you'll see this blue bar right here at the top. What you're going to want to click on is the drop-down for digital content, and then go over to A to Z resources and click there as well. Now don't get lost on this big long page. You can just click right here on the N to go directly to the N section. And we're going to scroll down a little bit and click here at Novelist Plus. Welcome to the Novelist Plus homepage. Honestly, if you pull this up for fun, just to browse, you can easily find something great to read just on the homepage. So if you stop watching this tutorial right now, you'll still have a great tool. But you should keep watching. This database includes information on adult, teen, and juvenile books, both fiction and nonfiction, so there's really something here for every reader. It is important to remember, though, that this is a tool to guide you. It doesn't just list books that we own at SLPL. So while a book might be on this website, it might not be available currently at one of our locations. If you find something you'd love to read here, you can always suggest a purchase on the SLPL website on the bottom of the homepage. So starting off just looking at the homepage, you can see that it's stuffed full of fun things for readers. I'm going to start here on this sidebar, where you'll see the recommended reading list created by Novelist staff members. I will point out that when you click on Novelist Plus, it's going to default immediately to adult fiction, but you can easily select what age group you're interested in, and the recommended list will change. So you'll see here that it's at adult, but you can switch it to teen if you'd like, or to ages 9 to 12, and you'll see those lists change. But I'm going to go back over to the adult section so I can show you my favorite list, which is the For Fans Of. So Novelist staff members make these lists and they update them every now and then, so you'll see the movies change or the TV shows change that they are surrounding. And they make these lists especially for fans of certain TV shows, certain book series, etc. So if you click on this one for the fans of Haunting of Bly Manor, which is just blowing up Netflix, it's going to redirect you over to that recommended reading list. So here we see that these are adult books and they're fiction, and you'll even see who made the list. And if you scroll down, you'll see there's quite a few books that you could read, and you can even hover over these and you're going to see a quick little info which shows you the name, the author, and a short description. And you'll see over here on the side, there's quick links to the other lists. So if you are looking at the Haunting of Bly Manor list, but then you decide you want to see For Fans of Ozark, you can do that right there. But back on the homepage, you'll see that there's more lists than just the For Fans Of section, and lots of other things for you to browse. So if I go back over to the middle section, I want to point out a little bit further down on the homepage, which is the Browse Genres section, and you'll see that these are again split by age group. So if you're looking for a book for you, if you're looking for a book for a teen or a child, they've got them all handled right there on the homepage. You've also got the Keeping Up with the Genre pages, which they tell you a little bit about the genre, and then they list some books that you might want to start with. And then here at the bottom with the featured books, so they got a featured audiobook and a featured award-winning book. And you can browse those awards and browse the audiobooks there just by pressing the link. Right on the Novelist homepage, you'll see the real star of this database and the reason why it works so well in contributing to that dating profile, that literary matchmaking that we've been talking about during this video. So right here is the I'm in the mood for books that are section. So they usually feature a few of these combinations right on the homepage, and they change. But right now we're seeing intricately plotted and compelling, world building and dramatic, character driven and complex, and witty and sardonic. So right here we're going to see these books that Novelist thinks are intricately plotted and compelling. And you can scroll through those. Or maybe you want world building and dramatic, and you can scroll through those. But if that combination isn't exactly what you're looking for, you want to click this link here and make your own combo and try their appeal mixer. So think about what it is that you love about certain books and make that mix to try to repeat it in a new book. So you'll have 3 criteria that you can add from that literary dating profile you've been working on, and you can add that to your appeal mix. So I'm going to select a category. I'm going to start with character, and wow, that is a lot. But you know what's important to me? I want a strong female character. And pace, oh, I want it to be fast-paced. And I'm not trying to overcomplicate it, so I'm going to keep it with 2 because those are 2 things that I really think would appeal to me as a reader right now. So I click Find Titles. And whoa, I've got 568 suggestions that fit those criteria. And I can hover over those and I can see that quick info right there with the author, the title, and the description. And I can scroll through and see if any of those might be right for me, or if I need to go back and add a 3rd character or switch up my first 2 categories, whatever works for you. And you can do this again for teens, and you can do this for ages 9 to 12 and ages 0 to 8. But you'll see right here that those suggestions that they have automatically change for the age group. So for 0 to 8, you're seeing attention grabbing and cartoony. So this is just a great way for you to quick try out those appeal factors that you've been thinking of and see what their suggestions are. You can also do an advanced search. And if you know what appeal factors that you want in there, you can type those in. So again, I'm going to say strong female. And I can make it even more specific. And I can say, well, I want fiction, and I want it to be for adults. And I can even get more specific and say what month and which year I want them to be published between, and if I want audiobooks, anything that I could possibly want. But again, I'll just do that quick search if I'm just searching strong females. And I see, oh, that's the same first book, just like I expected, and scroll down. And the great thing about searching here is that you can see what their Goodreads reviews are looking like and how popular they are. But don't let those stop you from reading something that you think you'll be interested in. But I'm going to head back over to the homepage so I can show you the other thing I just love about Novelist Plus. So maybe you're not feeling confident about the appeal factors. Maybe you don't know what you're looking for. Or you're thinking of, well, I just want a book that reminds me of this other book that I read. So you'll type in this search bar and you can just put in the name of a book that you loved and click search. So I just loved Wonder. And so I searched Wonder, and I see here this quick info that we would see before. And because it's a children's book, you're going to see the Lexile and the accelerated reader there. But I'm going to click on Wonder to see a little more info. So now I'm seeing all the appeal terms that they have relating to Wonder. So it's a book to movie, first-person narratives, multiple perspectives, realistic fiction, right there in genre. But I'm seeing things in themes, in character and storyline and tone and writing style that I might not even have known that's what I loved about that book. Also, if you look over to the side, you're going to see read-alikes that can be suggested by you or those suggested by other readers or novelist staff. So I'm going to click View All because I want to see those. And now they're not just telling you, well, Loser by Jerry Spinelli is a read-alike. They're going to tell you the reason why. So they'll show you what makes it the same and what makes it different. And so maybe, well, yes, Loser does seem like the perfect book, the same reasons why I loved Wonder, something great to read, and super easy to find that suggestion. Right there, just when I searched Wonder. You can also do advanced searches for other things, not just appeals, not just titles. You can look for authors, you can look for publishers, you can look for subjects, anything you can think of. So maybe I'm not so sure about a book I specifically loved, but I love Sue Grafton. So I'm going to search for the author Sue Grafton, and now I'm seeing a list of her books. But, I've read everything by Sue Grafton. So I'm going to click here to the author read-alikes. And now I'm seeing a list of authors that I might like because I like Sue Grafton. And again, they're going to tell me the reason and not just give me a recommendation. And then if I see a name that I love, like Marcia Muller, then I can go ahead and search her name and see a little bit more about her books. Well, maybe I'm not sure if it was the book or Sue Grafton I liked, but I just loved the series as a whole. So then I can click this series read-alike, and again, I'm going to get this list of suggestions that I can browse through. So I might like this Kate Brannigan Mysteries series, and again, it's going to tell me why. And I can search those through Novelist, or I can go back to the SLPL website and just search for that series right away because I am ready to place a hold on it. So I hope this quick tutorial showed you a little bit about what Novelist Plus has to offer and what you can access for free with your library card. And don't forget, library staff is always available for personal recommendations, and we are happy to help via visit or phone or email. And our new Your Next Favorite service, where a member of our Reader's Advisory team of talented staff will send you a personalized list of suggestions based on your completion of an online form. So if you're not wanting to use Novelist for everything, we are definitely still here, but we hope that you can make use of this awesome database. So what are you waiting for? It's time to meet your literary match.